is
Oh, yeah.
Fitzy and
Sweet as.
Wippa.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. It's Wednesday, Whirlwind Wednesday.
We've never ever called it that.
Yeah, well, we have today, and I love it. You're in the eye of the storm here. And am I the only one is a segment we do on the show. Tommy gets his red box out and he asks a simple question. Am I the only one
Tommy, why is your box red?
to do this?
No comment, but they said it will turn back to normal soon.
Okay, with
We
the right
painted
medication.
our door red.
Did you?
Yeah, do you know what? I was a bit iffy about it because I'm in a strata building. I'm like, no, I'm not going to have a red door. Best decision we ever made.
How's it changed your life?
Like we've had children, we've got married, huge decisions. Bought our first home, but that was the best decision we ever made was
Right.
painting the door red.
What would be the
changed my life.
Give me the main positive of a red door.
Everyone knows it's my door.
So you go, hey, look for the house with the red door.
Yep.
Okay.
It really has.
I thought the numbering system is why they invented that. Yeah. So you could sort of say, mine's number 32. So you didn't have to say, well, mine's the one with the small
red door. No, it's a lot
bird
easier.
Bath out the front or the red door. You could just use the number.
And it is a debate that we could have another day.
Number system is on all the houses and all the streets.
No, the colour of the door is a lot easier. You will find, mate. What colour's your door?
My door,
13,
thanks,
24, 10?
thanks so much for the invitation to share. Mine's a brown wooden panelled door. So I always say, hey, look for the brown wooden panelled door.
Crazy.
With the big knockers on it. It's got two big, like, old school knockers.
Is your mum staying?
No. Leave my mother Christine and her big swingers out of this.
So we don't know what the question. Am I the only one who? We will find out in the podcast.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
I hope you've had a great morning. It's going to be ruined now by a man called Tom Ivy. He's our executive producer and he's got a red box in his hand.
Fitzy and Wippa's.
Everything can be known, past, present, future.
Am I the only one?
Oh, yes. And inside this red box, Fitzy, is a question from one of our listeners. We've been DM'd by one
direct
of our
message?
listeners.
Yeah, deep massage.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, that's what I kind of look at it as.
You've already had 2 warnings for that at Nova, Tom. I wouldn't do it again.
Hands where we can see them, buddy.
So what they've done is they've DM'd us and we put it inside a red box, not sure why, but and in there is a question. They think something's happened to them. They think they're the only one in Sydney.
Oh, my
They think
God.
they're the only one in Australia that this has happened to.
Hooked up with you?
Am I the only one not wearing a Manly Seagulls jersey at the game this weekend?
Topical.
Very topical, Ryan. Thank you for your contribution. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, is it Scooby?
Am I the only one who has a celebrity's old phone number? You didn't
okay.
see that coming. you mongrels.
I have been hit by a curveball. An absolute curveball.
Wow.
Yeah.
We just needed to indicate before that so I knew you were going to be turning left.
Oh. So, Tommy, you mean if my phone rings, right, and they go, hi, is Todd McKenny there? And I go, no, it's Wippa. It's his old number.
Yeah, well, the listener that this has happened to is Maddie, and she's on the line now to share her story with you.
Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
This is amazing. I suppose the question is, who is the celebrity?
Guy Sebastian.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, now I would dare say Guy would have to change his phone number regularly because he would be getting prank calls. People find out what his number is. You know, the Daily Mail do and ring him every second day. So, do you still get these calls from people looking for Guy?
100%. I got one just the other day. I think it's lots of, even friends and family still have his old number, which is really weird. Must be really hard to keep up with.
And have any other celebrities ever called you, Maddie?
So we obviously had Keith Urban with the text message.
Oh, what did he say?
He was reaching out to see if this was still Guy's number. And I obviously sent back, no, this isn't his number anymore. Sorry.
You stuffed it, Maddie. You should have said time.
I know. Even Guy himself was like, I would have mucked around with it. Yeah, well.
That is funny. So, Maddie, I reckon I've probably got your phone number in my phone.
Potentially, yeah. It ends in 90.
990.
90.
Oh, 990. So
I've
you've
that
got
number.
it.
Yeah. Is your phone ringing now, Maddie?
It is.
So Maddie,
Okay,
have you
got it.
actually met Guy Sebastian and spoken about this?
I've never met him, but I reached out by Instagram. That was the only way I could actually get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Because I was getting quite a few people that seemed like they were in the industry messaging me, and I was like, I better pass these on just in case.
How funny.
You know what, guys? Guy is on the line right now to meet Maddie.
Oh, no,
for the first time.
Maddie, you're in massive trouble.
There he is.
Guy Sebastian, you there, buddy?
I am.
Hey, thanks.
Guys.
Thanks for coming on, buddy. Bit of an issue here with Maddie pretending to be you.
I know. No, can I just say, Maddie has been so respectful. Like, she's got in touch with me. Well, Maddie, was it Instagram or something? You sent me a message saying I had some people that were trying to get hold of me.
Yeah, bikies.
That's right, yeah. I think I've sent you like some screenshots or something.
Guy, can I ask you how many times would you have to change your number regularly? Does it get bad sometimes with a few prankies here and there?
Yeah, it does. Like, I think it's anyone that, has a public profile. Once your number gets out, it's just like it's game over. And I think, you sort of you ease into it after a while and then you forget.
Hey, Maddie, I need to ask, has anyone sent any nudes through?
Oh my goodness, no, thank God.
All right, only that one from me?
Guy, Maddie said that when she first got your number that you obviously hadn't told some of your family.
Really? Who from my family were texting through?
I have no idea, but so many people just text you all the time being like, oh, we support you, can't wait to see your show.
Can you get us tickets?
Happy birthday, Merry Christmas.
Oh, God.
How funny.
Oh, that's those cousins that always just want free tickets and stuff that only contact me for that.
Maddie, is it true that Sammy Jade once sent a song through to you?
It was never confirmed that it was definitely her. It was someone called Samantha sent through a song demo and was like, what's your opinion? Do you like it? And I was like, yeah, sounds great.
Maddie, thanks for being so respectful with my old number. Hopefully you've stopped getting texts now and people know it's not mine anymore.
You know, it's actually funny because someone called me the other day for you and they're like, oh, yeah, it's just one of the numbers I have saved for Guy. And I'm like, well, it's not him. Why don't you just delete it?
Yeah, I've got 3 in my phone.
Still happening.
I
haven't had that number for years.
I've got Guy Sebastian, then Guy Sebastian this number, and then Guy Sebastian this number with a date next to it, so I know when he had it last.
It's very confusing.
Everyone's got so many numbers for me. Well, while I'm on radio, my number's going to change soon as well, everybody. So I'll let you know. I've got a sort of important contact list that I'll update. You're not on it, you guys, sorry.
No, 13 24 10 if you would like it. First caller through.
Thank you, guys. So currently, Maddie owns the title of Am I the Only One with a Celebrity's Old Phone Number? But if you have a celeb's old phone number, give us a call.
Do you know what? Travel stress can take a hike.
With lots of fully refundable hotels, whatif.com has got you covered.
Just remember, booking cancellation windows apply.
So go and relax and book your next trip with confidence at whatif.com.
What if? It's Aussie for travel. They've got a couple of tattoo stories here for you.
Love it. Love a tat story.
Before I do get into this one, how's this bloke? All right, so this bloke, this is Anthony Lafredo is his name. That was him there growing up. Anthony,
big unit.
Yeah, not too bad. He decided to turn himself into a black alien, Sarah, through tattoos. There's his arm.
Oh, whoa.
So he's had stuff inserted under his skin on his arm to turn into a black alien. See that? He's missing 2 fingers. He's had them amputated, Sarah.
Great idea.
Why?
The alien that he wants to be only has 2 fingers and a thumb.
Okay, so
that's what Anthony looks like now.
Oh, my God, he's one of those freaks.
And
Body mod.
He is now asked if he can have his leg amputated. He wants to be a one-legged black alien.
Okay.
Man, what is going on?
Imagine turning up to your school reunion after 20 years. Hey, guys, how you been? Whoa, Anthony.
Wow.
You've changed a bit.
Yeah.
I love the beads in your forearm.
The reason why I wanted to talk about this one, and Big Moe, you've already texted me as well. You reckon you've got a neck tattoo that people misinterpret. Give me a call, 13 24 10. If you've got a tattoo, when you're young, you're dumb, and you're having a lot of fun with your friends, you do some silly things. You go to a tattoo parlour and you go, let's get this together. A lot of the time you do get a tattoo and you go to yourself, well, that is not what I thought it was going to look like.
That's not the picture.
That it and people can misinterpret it. It might look like something else. Does it look like a different shape? It might be some writing that people misinterpret as well. Give me a call, 13 24 10, because Morgan Knight's 23 years of age. She shared a video on TikTok where she explained that she wanted her artist to ink a pair of eyelashes onto her hand. But when they came out, it was underneath her hand, and she had a look at it. They looked like cow udders. Now this is her reaction as she left the tattoo parlor.
I'm literally crying over my nails right now because they're so ugly. Oh my god! Okay, this is what I wanted. Okay, this is the pastels, and this is what I got.
You should have just drawn them on with pens.
So everyone's going, why have you got cow udders on your hand?
It's because they're so thick.
She said, I wanted eyelashes to put over my face. It was going to be a joke.
Oh, hilarious.
Why are you putting cow udders over your face?
Does your tattoo get misinterpreted? Moe's given us the neck tattoo man. Moe!
Hey, the boys.
Hey,
Moe! What's the neck tattoo, big man?
All right, mate. So I've got my mum's name on the back of my neck, right? You know, I've got a fair bit of tattoos as well.
Oh, yeah.
And my mum's name's Rabab, R-A-B-A-B.
Yeah.
People from a distance think it says kebab.
Unfortunate.
Mate, why you got kebab on the back of your neck? I go, it's not kebab, it's my mum's name.
Hey, mate, can I get one with the garlic sauce? That'd be great.
Almost been gone.
Oh, Moe, we love you, buddy.
Congratulate Moe as well. He got engaged not long ago. Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Guys, appreciate it.
Well done, well done. Tristan from Blacktown, what tattoo do you have, mate?
I've got an ibis bird tattooed on my ankle.
Oh, no, the binchook.
Yeah, I'm a garbo, so I get a lot of people always questioning why I got the ibis tattoo there.
Tristan, can I ask a question? Did you get it as a talking point to meet women?
I did initially, yes.
So you go, oh my God, why have you got that binchook on your ankle?
Yeah, that's how I approach people. I just walk around with my ankle in the air.
Yeah.
So, you know what, Tristan, it's fun, it's funny, the story's great when you first get it, but as you get older, you get sick of telling the story over and over, don't you?
I will be, I reckon. A lot of people have told me that. I'm only 24, but time will tell, I suppose.
Are you considering another tattoo? What would be your next tattoo, do you reckon?
I've got a few different tattoos, but I was going to get that Crash Bandicoot thing the thing that saves your life.
What's that?
You know, that rainbow one?
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot is that was a video game, wasn't it? Yeah. And it's sort of
it's in
similar,
the 90s?
similar to like a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of thing, you know?
Oh, look, I got Sonic on my lower back.
Spice it up a little bit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Macca's found
got
the music to Crash Bandicoot.
Do you remember that story, Tristan? I met this girl out one night and she said, I've got this tattoo of a rabbit. I've got this tattoo of a rabbit on my bum.
I feel like we're not going to want to talk about it.
I've got this tattoo of a rabbit on my bum, and she was in like a miniskirt, and she said, yeah, it's just on my bum, have a look here. And then I was trying to be subtle at the same time, because I didn't want to bend over and look straight up her skirt. And I said, I can't see it. And then she lifted up her skirt a little bit further, and she said, can't you see it there on the left cheek? And I said, no, I cannot see a tattoo of a rabbit. And she said, oh, maybe it's crawled into its burrow.
What a pity.
I mean, it's not even a story about bad tattoos.
Her name was Nika, and I will never forget Nika.
Oh, my gosh.
Keep your calls coming, though.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Beautiful story about Don Trump for you this morning, guys. This one was floating around yesterday. We've spoken about his romances before on the show. Remember, he invited somebody out for dinner. Who was that? And it didn't go to plan, but as she left the house, he said, hey, don't forget about me, and handed her a copy of his latest book.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Remember that? Before you leave, I got a little something for you. Take that. Copy of my book.
What a cheese.
Do you know who in this team would do exactly that if they had written a book?
You.
M. Whipley.
No, we just agreed it was you, mate.
I would love 100. As soon as I thought, I was like, if you wrote a book, you're going to hand it out.
I think this is
not.
Yeah, you are.
No, you're not.
A little bit of a gift to remember me.
It's like, was it Dickie Wilkins who did that TV cross and he had his bookshelf in his background and had 3 or 4 copies of his own book in it?
That's right.
This is something you do, I would suggest. This is very Trump/de Groot. Okay, so there's a lady by the name of Jan Stevenson. She was a PGA champion. beautiful golfer, but also a bit of a sex symbol in the 70s. Ended up on the front cover of a few magazines. And
She's Australian.
She's an Aussie, and a few of the lads were a little bit keen on her. So this was back in 1974, and Trump was a bit keen, and he had a casino, and he wanted her to represent as an ambassador for the casino, and they started to hang out a little bit. They got meeting, and she said it was unbelievable. He's a very romantic guy. They used to play golf on a regular basis, and occasionally after golf there'd be a dinner involved. Anyway, she talks about one night in particular. She wasn't all that keen on him, but he was a bit keen on her. And she'd been playing in Atlanta at the time when she got a phone call from Trump. He said, "Would you like to go out for dinner?" She said, "No, I'm playing golf in Atlanta. I don't want to go for dinner. I got an early tea time." And he said, "Well, I think you should come to New York and we'll go out for dinner." She said, "No, I'm not going to get on a plane right now.
I've got a tournament.
I've got a tournament in the morning." He says, "Well, I'd like to take you for dinner and you're not flying to New York now. Why don't I fly to Atlanta and we'll go out for dinner tonight?" So she said, "Okay. Well, you fly here and then we'll have dinner, okay?" So what happened was really weird. He said, "Why don't we go out for French?" She said, "Great, I'll have French, why not?" So he said to her, "Meet me at the airport." So she drove up to the plane. They opened the door and the red carpet rolls out. You know, classic style of the private jet. Welcome, we fly private.
Trying to impress.
This is Trump's jet with a big Trump written down the side of it. So the red carpet is rolled out. And then she stood there and he didn't walk out of the plane. The captain came out of the plane and said, "I think you should go inside." So she walks into the plane. The plane is full of red roses. And then there's one seat with one rose on it and a little envelope. She opens the envelope. It says, "We have a reservation for a French restaurant." And she turns to the captain and says, "Is it in Atlanta?" And he went, "No, it's in New York. We're ready to take you to the French restaurant in New York." And she said, "No, well,
I've got it.
I made it very clear."
Oh, talk about not listening.
Oh my
The
gosh.
tournament the next morning. What are you talking about? So she wrote on the back of the card, "I said dinner in Atlanta," and sent the jet home.
Great.
Awesome.
Good on her.
With
Yes.
the letter left on the seat.
He's just... He's
So
one of those-
arrogant.
He gets whatever he wants, and if he doesn't, he will persist.
Yep.
What a little baby.
Imagine what he said when he read the note that's come back.
Shattered.
He would have been so rude about
She
it.
goes on to say, "The other reason I wasn't interested in dinner was because he was already dating his first wife, Ivana."
That is so gross.
Oh, well, Ivana the truth. That's what she
that's
wants.
what I want. Put that in a book and hand it to me on the way out the door.
That is a great story.
I mean, there was a story a while ago, and I don't know if I'm stepping over the line here, but remember Richard Wilkins? I mean, you brought him up earlier.
Oh my gosh, poor Dickie.
I
Dickie,
reckon-
we love Dickie.
What do you
but
say poor Dickie for? Fitz? You're the
right.
first one
And
in
he's
the
left
line.
it.
True vehicle.
He was dating somebody, I think of quite note, Sarah, quite a name in the entertainment industry, and getting on a flight out of Melbourne heading back to Sydney, and she gave him a rose at the airport, said, "Don't forget me," with a little card on it. He got on the plane, took the note off, handed it to the air hostess.
Oh, he did not. Don't be telling stories
No,
like that.
we've actually said this on air, but she got really upset, didn't she?
She got upset. That relationship finished. Dickie started dating the air hostess and went on to have a child with the air hostess. It's amazing the ability to recycle a rose. You've got to think about
agree.
that. I mean, one person's rose is another person's love interest. Do you know what I mean, Sarah? You don't have to think that one rose is just for one person.
You are so cheap that is what you do. Remember when you gave me that champagne for my birthday that was on your desk?
What was
You
it, mine,
didn't pay
was
for
it?
that? Yeah.
One gift is another person's
Mate,
gift.
there's a whole room full of champagne here at Nova.
Yep,
But if
and-
anything pops up, it's your wedding anniversary.
There you
Bottle of
go.
Champagne.
Oh, Sarah, nice new top. Have some champagne.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Tommy, you're telling me we have received no phone calls. Am I the only one? The topic is, do you have a celebrity's old phone number?
Yeah.
Remember Freddie Fitler? We spoke to a girl who had his old phone number. She got so many calls. The weirdest one was Dawn Fraser. Dawn rang
That's
looking for some
right.
tickets to the Origin.
Yeah. And Josh Adokar said, am I in Origin this year? That was a weird one.
That was a
that
really
she got.
strange call.
But no.
No calls,
so, Tommy,
Yeah, so we've succeeded.
you've done well. She's the only one.
I did tell you what, I did not want to call, guys. So if one had come through, I would have hung up.
Yeah,
on
would have hung up.
Yes,
Yeah.
well done.
No, first class and 50, you're not in the running.
Acting. No good at acting.
Neither am I.
You know, like you feel confident, you learn your lines. I've done it before. I was in House Husbands as bouncer number 2. Do you guys remember that one?
House Husbands.
Yeah.
Gary Sweet.
Yeah, Gary Sweet,
That's right.
Reese Muldoon.
Julia
Faraz.
Morris is in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love that show.
And you were bouncer number 2.
Do you know what is? You learn your lines, you get ready to go, you're confident, and you go in there. But it's you know, remembering your lines plus the emotion that you need in your face. That's really hard to do, Sarah.
Two things at once.
I've always thought if I played a character that was very different from me, then I'd be better at it. Like if
Like
I
a
had to
good
be
person.
not a Rain Man or something, or like I could do Rain Man, or if I had to play a mafia type role, Sopranos.
You could be Raging Bull, where Robert De Niro, where he blew out about 40 kilos right at the end. You know where it was the boxer?
Yeah.
Rocky
no,
Marciano?
No, I don't want to be that role. I
You
want to be
did,
like,
hang on, you did take on a role that was something you don't do.
oh, Squizzy Taylor. In
Correct.
Underbelly, I was Squizzy Taylor.
And you
right.
absolutely
Yeah.
destroyed it.
Well, I was a court clerk, so I would walk out and I would go, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Leslie Taylor. And cut. Thanks for your time today, Whip. That was awesome.
The other thing that we did years and years ago, do you guys remember when we went to LA and we auditioned for
Yes.
Surrey Hills? What was it called?
90210.
Well, it was the Surrey Hills
Surrey Hills
postcode.
postcode.
Yeah.
And we got people, the wannabe actors that come in and they audition for the show. There was some, I mean, in those moments, you need to prove yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you only get one audition, you've got to go in there and show pure emotion if you're going to get that role.
Action.
And I feel like, I mean, I don't watch Bold and the Beautiful, but if you can get on Bold and the Beautiful, that can lead to other things.
What would be the role you'd play, do you reckon?
I would be...
Would you be a love interest or like a sporty type?
You could probably be the ice addict that people are the skinny guy that's in the background that's
sure.
like, oh my gosh, he's a bit sketchy.
Yeah, what about him? He's got a weird wig on.
Yeah, lovely guy.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with him.
He's just...
Oh, that's right. He's producing something in his back shed.
Yeah, and he just yells out, 5 on debut.
Just because of the skinny kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But Bold and the Beautiful, I was watching it the other day. The only time I watch Bold and Beautiful is 5 minutes before the Channel 10 news.
Yep.
So I'm getting ready for the news, and I watched the last bit of Bold and the Beautiful. There's some great overacting. Okay, so this is the scene. The scene is... There's a son in hospital and his mum's there, the overbearing mum, and she controls his whole life, and he's only just realised that mum does everything for him, and he's trying to get out of the hospital. Similar to the Kathy Bates Misery movie, you know,
Yeah, sure.
where she holds him down in the hospital bed and he can't get out.
Don't
Sarah.
get out.
Okay.
This is some of the greatest overacting I've ever seen in my life. Have a listen to this.
Stop. I need to get off of me. I need Stuffy. All I need is Stuffy. No, you're wrong. All you need is me. All you need is your mother. Would you just listen to me? You need to listen to your mother. You're crazy. What'd you say?
What'd you say?
You're crazy! Oh, no. You don't get to behave like that, young man. Help! 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 Help me! Somebody! Help!
Awesome.
It's such a good show, though. Once you start watching it after school, I used to watch it every day. I loved The Bold and the Beautiful, and then I got to go on the set when we went over to LA and meet Brooke.
So it's the way they hold on to a look before they go to an ad.
It's this. They call it the smelling the fart look.
Do they?
Well, that's what Joey and Friends called it, where you take a deep breath and stare into the distance.
You know, I've been asking you guys for suggestions.
Yeah.
Streaming, what to watch.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about starting Bold and the Beautiful season 1.
I'd go for that. Hey, can you do me a favour? Can we role play something here? Just because I want to prove myself, right? So it says you're going to call action.
Okay.
Fitz, I want you to come in and say, like, this is a mafia scene. I'm the Godfather. And I want you to come in and go, where'd you put the body? Right? He says, you go.
Oh, okay. And 3, 2, 1, action.
Hey, Dad, where did you leave the body?
It's not your place to ask where I put the body. I'm the Godfather, and I will tell you when I'm ready to tell you.
It's exactly the same as Marlon Brando.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Well done, Whip.
Yeah, but it's already been done. Come up with a new character.
Go again then.
And quiet on set. 3, 2, 1, action.
Oh, g'day, Dad. How are you? Hey, where did you leave the body?
I don't know, mate. Why don't you stop asking about where the body's been left?
That's Pando in two hands.
Okay,
that's
so
Brian
that's been-
Brown.
well, I'll take that
Already
as a
been done.
But you started off like a horse jockey. It was a bit weird.
Yeah, you did.
Go again.
Okay.
Oh, you want to go again?
Quiet on
We've
set.
got to get to the news. Quiet on set,
What, you
please.
want to throw this whole production out the window?
No, sorry, guys. There's a plane going over. Sound guy, you right?
One for safety. Here we
Okay.
And 3, 2, 1, action.
go. Speaking of soapies, guys, this is exciting. Hang on a minute. We've moved on because we've got a professional actor coming on the show tomorrow. He is the heart of Ramsay Street. Toadie. Ryan Rebecki.
Jared Rebecca.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Lights, camera, clarity.
Ooh, Sarah.
The top trending stories in entertainment this morning. Britney Spears is making her musical return. She's collaborating with Elton John on Tiny Dancer.
Oh.
Yeah, so he had Dua Lipa obviously do the last song. And remember, you guys spoke to Elton and he was saying, I never thought 30 plus years after I released this song it would be number one on the charts. Obviously, he's hoping for the same again. It might explain, though, why you had audio the other day, didn't you, of Britney singing without backing track?
That's right.
Yes.
And she sounded quite good.
But what bit will Britney sing in the song set?
I
Got
do
it
not
there
know.
in the system, Mac. Have you got Tiny Dancer?
Sorry, Mark, I should have
I watched Almost Famous again the
I
other day, the
love that
movie. What a
movie.
great
Really?
movie.
I don't know if Britney will. I don't know if her wobbly voice will match it.
I think it'll be fine. Elton's not going to let her trash.
If you told me Ed
He's one of his
Sheeran
best.
was joining him on this, I get it. Britney,
no.
I'm worried, Seb. I'm
They
panicking.
Elton did that weird Christmas song with Ed. And the fact that none of us can sing it speaks to how well that went.
Didn't Ed do... Oh, no, you played the other one the other day with Russell Crowe.
Ed song.
Are you not entertained?
I'm starting to think, was that a mistake? Because where's the song?
Do you know what? I woke up the other day thinking, was that a dream?
Yeah, or a nightmare.
A dream come true, Fitz.
Speaking of new music, you're not going to be hearing anything from Lewis Capaldi. How about this? He jumped up on stage in Norway. And we know that he's a real smarty and he has a bit of fun and loves to joke around. Turns out during the pandemic, he's pretty fine with the fact that he did nothing.
I was supposed to have like a whole new album to play you at this point at this festival, but unfortunately it's not finished yet. It's not ready because I lazy and I did nothing.
Okay. Because what you edited out was that he was not playing music, he was playing with himself during most of the
He
pandemic.
did go on to say that. I just didn't think it was so good for mums with kids and dads with kids in cars to explain
Lewis.
how he then explained to the crowd how he spent
Lewis.
the pandemic.
That's not a guitar.
But it sounded like he had good time with the strings and stuff.
You got to get to know yourself.
Yeah, you do. Good on him. Hey, finally, Ryan Gosling. This is awesome. So you guys haven't watched The Grey Man yet, but it's already been approved. DeGroot's been telling us all morning. Been approved for a sequel.
Right.
Most expensive Netflix film ever made. Gosling is
Do you
on
know how
board
much
for it.
there? What are we talking, Tommy?
166 mil.
What?
It's got nothing to do with Tom Ivy's hair, that colour that matches his jumper today.
that's good,
The Grey Man.
Oh, that is good.
I should do the Grey Nomads movie. Just going around and paint your house at the age of 80. Bit different.
One of the other things, though, we've seen Gosling doing is he's on set with Margot Robbie for this Ken movie. And off air, even just now, you and I were talking whips about this, and is this movie going to be any good? He has revealed to Jimmy Fallon why he took the role, and there was a sign. It was something, he gets the call, he goes into his backyard. Have a listen.
We got a call from Greta Gerwig, or an email, and she offered the role of Ken.
Yes.
And you went out in your backyard, and you just wanted to think about it for a second. You go in the backyard.
And do you know where I found Ken, Jimmy? Face down in the mud next to a squish lemon.
And this is the photo. You took a photo of it, and this is a sign. This is a sign that you got to do this movie.
I texted it to Greta and I said, I shall be your Ken.
I mean, when you've got two daughters, they shove Ken in the dirt a bit, obviously. His daughters, he also talked about taking one of them to France, his 6-year-old, and she's got this new sassy thing where they'll ask her what she thinks about something, and she'll put her thumb up or her thumb down and then point it at her bum if she thinks it really stinks.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, this was them.
We got to work in France, and so we went to the Louvre, and we saw, Winged Victory, we saw Venus de Milo, and we're standing in front of the Mona Lisa, and she turns around and she goes, "This museum?" And I said, "Why?"
Yeah.
And she went, "Because it is not good."
Yeah, NG.
Big thumbs down from his kids.
Says if he's Ken too, the evolution of Ken has changed over the years, where it's not just ripped abs. So by the end of it, does Ken have a fat suit on?
Oh, dad bod
doubt
Ken.
it.
Yeah, dad bod Ken.
There's no dad bod Ken.
There is a change to the abs in the
there's
traditional
not, mate.
Ken.
Not at
when
all.
it's Gosling.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast. 2 people enter. Only one leaves.
Let's turn up the heat. And we're on.
60 seconds. On the clock. It's time to play Last Man Standing.
And let's get the party started.
Get your hands on Fix'ems. Only at Woolworths. Featuring Disney, Pixar, Marvel and Star Wars characters. Swap them, stick them, reuse them.
Yeah, the kids are into these. Gabby and Cronulla, what will you do to make the most of the sunshine today, Gab?
Oh, hey guys. I'm actually catching up with my mother's group, and we catch up at the park in Cronulla, so perfect weather for it.
What a great idea.
A couple of wines.
Yeah, I might send that to Groot along.
Do you know what? It's a great way to meet new people, isn't it, Gab, the mother's group?
Yeah, it's so good. Lost without them.
Does everybody get along, Gabby, or is there a couple there that you may disagree with?
There's a few funny ones in there.
That's where Tommy made most of his friends, didn't you, Tommy, in mother's group?
I'm not allowed at mother's groups.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
He's been banned. 200 metres. Stay away, please. Natalie in Longueville, you're on the school run. How was drop-off, Nat?
One down and one to go.
All right, hang in there, Nat.
Racing home for the second one and then off to work.
How's that deep breath you have when you offload the kids out of the car and you've got the place to yourself? How good's that, Nat?
Oh, it's pretty amazing.
It is.
What on that? Proud of you.
All right, what have we got here today? We got $500.
Here we go.
We do. $500 cash to spend at Woolworths. Gabby, you're going first. Get one wrong. Power goes over to Nat. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds, well, I tell you what, you're going to Woolworths. You're getting some free food. Here we go, Gabby. Your 60 seconds. It starts now. How many days are there in a fortnight?
14.
Correct. In what game is love a score?
Tennis.
That is correct. Whose face is on the Australian $5 note?
Oh, the Queen.
The Queen is correct. In which James Bond film did Daniel Craig first play the starring role?
Casino Royale.
Yeah, well done. Good get. What instrument is Lizzo best known for playing?
Oh, saxophone.
No, it's flute. Over to Natalie. Natalie, what is the fastest time recorded for the city to surf? Give us a rough estimate.
20 minutes.
Nah, it's 40 minutes. Back to Gabby. Gabby, what does FYI stand for?
The Your Information.
That is correct. What character does Ryan Maloney play in Neighbours?
Pass.
It's Toadie. Back to Nat. Nat, what character... Oh, sorry. In which city are the Spanish Steps found?
Italy.
Yep.
Rome.
We'll give you that.
We'll give you that.
Yep,
We
well
will
done,
give you
Nat.
that. Natalie,
Congratulations. $500 to spend at Woolies.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Guys, let's talk about Ed Sheeran's private member.
Every so often, something so life-changing happens. It shakes people to their core.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
From the team who brought you Space Getty.
Yes!
The balloon has been let go.
Look at it go!
Oh my God, it's going up a lot faster than I thought.
These images will go all around the world.
And the Bob Catapults.
We have smashed the world record, everybody!
Comes the next big thing. Fitzy and Wippa are bringing you exclusive access to Ed Sheeran's private member.
It's the biggest member I've ever seen, and we made the announcement yesterday on the 5th of August. We are going to tour Ed's private member. That's right, Sydney.
Well, both of them. There's two.
You want to take both around?
Yep.
Oh, my God, it's a heavy lift. Those things weigh 40 kilos each. They are huge. They're painted by Ed Sheeran himself. They're really, really big members.
Well, when we go back to Ed, we need to show him that the whole of Sydney have embraced this, you know what I mean?
There are so many people that would love the photo opportunity. Just kneeling down maybe next to one of them or holding it in their arms.
Cradling it, are you saying?
Cradling it, yeah, cradling a giant member.
Imagine if there is a baby born on that Friday.
Yeah.
And we were there. To as so you've got maybe Dad holding the baby, and then we're next to it with our little baby.
Yeah, sure.
Know what I mean?
A beautiful family photo. It'll be wrapped 5th of August, guys. We're going to tour it. 13 24 10. What do you need Ed's private member for?
It's not dead.
Ed's private member.
Denise has given us a call from St Peters. What event do you have on that Friday, August 5th there, Denise?
Hey guys, so we go for drinks every Friday after work from the Sydney Gateway Project.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you guys have inspired me to introduce Team Member of the Week.
Team Member of the Week. You need a member though.
Yeah, so I thought if you guys came along and presented the member to whoever it may be that week, it would be a great surprise for them and it'd be a cool kind of uplift for the bar too.
Who's in contention? Can you give us an example, Denise? Who's been excelling at work at the moment?
There's been a few, but I just they could be listening to me now, so I don't really want to give it away.
See, in that situation, Fitz, we need to accommodate for the theme of the party. So Ed's private member would be standing there, and maybe if you're team member of the month, is it a medal that goes around it? Is it a crown that goes on the head? You know, we can style for the event. Don't be afraid of that.
You're going to dress them up?
We could.
That's not a bad idea.
It looks like a helmet, but should you put a top hat on it?
A bow tie would look quite nice.
A bow tie would be very smart, Sam.
Nice ears, Sarah.
No one's ever worn a bow tie like that before, I don't think.
Denise, where's your place of business? Where are you? St Peters?
In the Sydney Gateway Project.
Okay.
All right, we could roll through the door. We could bring it in, Fitz. You got to remember.
Yeah, add it to the list.
Well done, Tom.
The presentation of each event will be quite something as well.
Sure.
We got dry ice. We got smoke coming up from the bottom of it as the sides fall down and music's played. It really is a sight to behold. It'll be phenomenal. Yeah. And Tom, if you don't find tickets, to a private box for Ed Sheeran,
this is
you're gone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working hard, guys.
Tom,
people don't want us there, Tom. They don't want us to rock up on the Friday. They need tickets.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, I'm picturing
I'll do
this,
my
right?
best, guys.
All the people that we visit on August the 5th, on the Friday, all the people we visit, I want to give tickets to them. So then everybody that's celebrated on that Friday that we've got to meet can come together for the concert.
Oh, wow.
And we take the member along as well to the concert.
It's a great idea.
Do you reckon Ed would spot his own artwork from afar on stage?
Spotted.
Jeez, it'd be hard to have those up on your shoulders at the concert, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Because if it was, how's this? I met a girl the other day who stopped me in the street and said, have you thought about, because I think she saw what I put on Instagram, how much Ed Sheeran's member looks like Matt DeGroot's head?
That's unkind.
Now, she suggested
He's not listening.
that the back of MDG's head should be painted yellow like the head of the member.
Well,
half his head should be yellow.
Could we get a photo with team member of the week?
Yeah.
And we leave one of our team members, Matt DeGroot, there at their place.
He's still not listening. How good is this?
Sounds like he agrees, guys.
He's just not committed to the show. You there, mate?
Go to the Fitzy and Wippa Instagram account and you can DM us there if you have an event on that Friday. Anything, we'd love to get involved.
The Fitzy and Wippa Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.